All right, it is time for what I like to call PMs, preventive maintenance. So it's time to clean these bad boys up. I'm going to do some cleaning. I'm going to remove all the contents from these cranes, open them up, dust them out, clean them out, oil things up. This one right here is growling at me. I don't want that growling anymore, so I'm going to figure out what's going on with that. But other than that, let's go ahead and clean these bad boys and get them nice and clean. All right, well, let's continue. I've already removed the stuff from here. I'm going to go ahead and continue to remove all these so I can be able to get in here and get out any little furs that are in there. Plus, there's a lot of dirt in there that I want to get out. Keep things clean. All right, well, let's continue and clean. All right, just so you can see what I'm trying to clean out. If you can see all that little, looks like dirt in the corner. It's not really dirt. What it is just fuzz from the plushes. That's really what I want to get out. Is it a big deal? Not really. But, you know, if things look clean, people will want to play them more when they look cleaner. So I want to make sure this is clean. So, you know, that's why I want to get rid of all these little hairs and little fuzzies in here and possibly little pieces of plastic that may have fallen off the toys or whatnot. So that's all I'm trying to clean up. So let's just finish up and try to get as much stuff out of this as we can so we can clean it up. All right, let's continue on. Okay, so I got everything back in here. It's nice and clean. Everything's been wiped down. Glasses, everything's been wiped down nice and clean. Here, I've got that weird schmutz that was over there in that corner out. Now all that's left, there's no need to lube anything. Like, I'm not going to lube any of the tracks up there because that's not what you do anyways. You're not going to lube any of the stuff here. You're not going to do any of that. I'm just going to leave that alone. I dusted it out with a little blower. That's about it. Dust it out in here. Pull this open. Dust out back there. Dust everything out. Clean everything out that you can. Everything fine. Just get it out. Now I'm just going to put back all the plush. At the same time, I have this little tiny blower. I'm going to be blowing off the plush and then throwing it back in, so that way it's nice and clean. And then that's it. We'll move on to the next one. So let's continue on and clean the plush up a little bit. Give it a quick little blow and then throw them back in there. You know what I mean. Okay, so I got everything back in. Everything is nice and organized. So there are a few things. You don't need to pack these things in here so tight. You want to put them in there nicely and organized and loosely enough for them to be able to be picked up. Keep some, I mean, in my opinion, you should keep some target ones that can be easily picked up, which would be these right here. I set them up on top. But the bottom ones, you can just kind of like lay them in rows loosely so they can be grabbed. So once the stuff on top is gone, they can be able to grab these quite nicely without it being so stuck. It's not wedged in there. It's just kind of put in there quite nicely, and I can lift it up with my fingers. Anyway, so there is one thing I want to remove. I want to remove this one because this one has like a small little rip in it. I'd rather not have a toy in here that has a small rip, so we'll just remove that and replace it with something else. That way it looks better. The annoying orange looks nicer without a rip on there, so blurp. Anyways, all right, so this game is done. Now we can move on to the next one and start cleaning that one and clean them all the way down until we're done for the day. So let's continue, or let's finish this up and close it up and move on to the Keymaster, I guess. All right, so Keymaster, Keymaster's, there's not much in Keymaster. It's just got some prizes. Which one is you would just want to remove the prizes, because the only thing you really need to clean here is the back, the mirror, you know, because it gets grilled kind of dusty. That might be even stained because it's got like a haze to it. I can't even rub it off, so I don't know. We'll do what we can to clean it up. You can see right here where it looks kind of dirty, or it is dirty. Only way to get to that is to remove these brackets, you know, all the way around. That way you can remove the glass and get to that. It's just dirt from the other side, that's all it is. I don't know if I want to go that far into detail with it. I just want to wipe things down in here and clean things out. There's a lot of like grease stains in here from the bearings in here. I don't know how it happens, but there's a lot of grease stains in here. So we're just gonna clean all that up. The best thing to do is use a little bit of alcohol to clean all these little grease stains up. And then we can give it a quick blow and then get the dust out of there, and hopefully the game is good to go. So let's clean it up a little bit. All right, so we got this all cleaned up. Everything's been loaded back up. Yeah, I couldn't do much about that haze. I mean, it's like stained or something. I don't know what's wrong with it, but yeah, it's in there. I think I may have to replace the whole entire mirror in order for it to look better than that. And then of course I've got some tape down here that I couldn't remove. I tried with alcohol, I tried a few other things, but it looked like it might have started maybe melting the plastic mirror a little bit, so I stopped. I'm not going to use a razor blade because that would definitely scratch up this mirror right here. This isn't real glass, that's like plastic, so I'd rather not use anything super abrasive to try and get that off. It's okay, no one's really going to notice. No one's really been complaining about it except for me. But other than that, that's okay. Game is good to go. So let's just move on to the next one. We can close this one up and be done with it. All right, let's go. All right, so here we are at, what is this, Prize Cube now? Yeah, Prize Cube. So got everything out of here. Yeah, we got some of this stuff, but it's not a lot, so we can just easily just kind of remove that, blow everything out, clean it out, and then get this game back up and going. I already removed the balls. This just got some balls in it, nothing special, just some knobby balls and some other rubber balls. So as soon as we clean it out, blow it out, we'll stick everything back in. Simple, easy clean the sides, clean the glass, clean the mirror, open up the inside, clean the inside here, blow it out, whatever we got to do. All right, so let's get this done. All right, this one is all back together. Balls are back in, knobby balls and regular smiley balls, whatever you want to call them. I got a taco ball over there. I don't know. Game's been cleaned out. All the glass is clean. This is clean, but I still see some weird streaks on there. I'm not sure what the heck they were using to clean the glass. You can kind of see it right here. I've wiped it down and wiped it down so many times. I just can't get rid of that weird haze. It almost seems like they tried to use a scouring pad to clean the glass or something like that. I don't know, but I can't get it off. It's sort of stained. So anyways, well, this one's clean, so let's move on to this one. Ticket time. This one's going to be fun because we got a lot of tickets to remove, all those rolls. And I also want to try to see if I can test the tickets to see if each one of them are working. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Hopefully I can figure it out. Maybe I'll show you guys, but let's move on. Let's go ahead and close this one up, move on to this one. All right, I want to talk a little bit about these rolls. These have an RFID in them. Now, on occasion, they do have an occasional roll amongst all the rolls that I have here that will not work. I do get complaints saying that, oh, I didn't get my 25 tickets or 50 or 75 or 100 or whatever the prize was, the amount was. So the only way to find out which rolls are working is to, for one, remove all of them. Just get these all out. This piece right here sort of lifts up, and then you can pull this out, and then you can see the actual sensor down there. The RFID unit up under here, you know, when you take the roll like this and put it close to the RFID unit, it should turn green, and that should tell you whether your RFID chip is working or not. But that means you would have to do each one of them individually, and yeah, so if you have that many and then that many in there, you're going to be here all day long trying to test these. So what I would do, because a lot of them are starting to fray like these, they're just starting to just fall apart. I even have some that are starting to literally just fall apart with the tape, you know, like it's starting to unroll. If I could find one real quick. This doesn't even belong in here. So let's see. This one right here. See, it's coming apart. I could easily just sort of like just put some Scotch tape on there and that'll be fine, which I have done before, but they're starting to get really bad, so it's time just to go ahead and replace them. I already placed the order for a whole new set of RFID rolls for this game, so but we're still going to use these. I don't know which ones are bad. You're not going to know which ones are bad, so the best thing to do is remove them all, clean them up, clean the sensors, clean the RFID unit, and put them back in, let it run for a little while. And then when the new ones come in, take these back out, put the new ones in. So let's finish taking these out. All right, all the rolls are out. You can see this is so much dirt in here. I even found a screw, and I don't even know where it goes. I'm trying to find where, but I have no idea. So I'll just sort of hold on to the screw if I don't drop it. Well, I dropped it already, so let's go ahead and remove this part. Let me do this with 2 hands, please. Okay, that part's been removed, so I can clean in here. Well, I got some more rolls down there, so yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just continue cleaning and everything. Maybe I'll see if I can test one of those and put a roll up here and see what happens. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's clean it. All right, so I'm going to show you how they told me to go ahead and check the roll to see if it's working or not. You can see the little green light there, right there. So when it's working, see if I can get this right. Okay, so when it's working, it should turn red. So the light is green, so when I put the roll there, it just turned red. Now you remove it and go back to green. So I know that this roll here works fine. So then I'll take the next roll and do it with that one. And that one works. So then I'll have to take the next roll and try it with that one. And that one works. But here's the thing. I have to do each roll individually to make sure that it's working. So, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I know that some aren't working. That's okay. When my new rolls come in, I'll remove all the old ones, working or not, and install new ones. But let's continue cleaning because that's what we're doing. We're doing PMs. We're not really doing repairs. So now that we've cleaned this out, we've blown everything out. Let's wipe some things down, clean the glass, maybe even clean off the rolls a little bit, and then put them back into the game. So let's continue. Okay, moving quite along. I'm starting to throw the rolls back in. Everything is nice and clean. So what I'm doing here is I am taking rolls from here and putting them in here. Then I'm using my little blower. Giving them a quick, you can see all the dust fly off of them. Giving them a quick dust just to get any little dust off of there, so I can put them back into the game a little cleaner than they were. So I know it's a little bit at a time, but hey, I want the game clean. The cleaner the game, the better it'll work, and the longer it'll last. So just kind of do that. If not, then throw them all in there. It's up to you. But I'm gonna clean these bad boys. We're about halfway here. Let me see how much dust is in here. Holy cow, that is a lot. Anyways, let's keep going. All right, so this one's all back up and running. Everything is nice and clean. Let's just keep moving forward. I'm not gonna worry about this game because this game is not really one of my prize games. It's just a ticket game. We're gonna skip it and move over to this one here. This one's the one that's growling at me, so I'm going to fix the growling, although I don't hear it growling anymore. Oh no, it's still growling. You just gotta get closer. So, yeah, let's move on to that one. Let's close this up, move on to that one. Well, actually, let's kind of clean up our mess first before we move on to the next one. I've got a nice mess here on the floor, so I don't like leaving this. So, let's clean it up and then move on to the next game. Okay, so it says right here, it says, warning. Do not operate machine without this guard. Oh, but we're gonna do it anyways. All right, so we're looking at this. And I know, I still don't see what's making a lot of noise. I mean, I feel like it's just probably vibrations. It's just making noise like that. But I'm gonna use a little 3-in-1 oil, lube up a few things. If it quieted down, then great. If it doesn't, then oh well. Nothing seems to be wrong. It just seems a little loud. It means probably maybe the motor is going bad. Who knows? Well, let's just check all the screws, all the bolts, make sure nothing there is loose. And maybe that's what's vibrating. So let's check those things. All right, so I went ahead and checked all the bolts. I checked all the screws. Everything is nice and tight. I don't find anything wrong, loose, or broken. But I did see that it had a did have a grease fitting there, so I went ahead and got a grease gun. I threw some grease in there, thinking maybe that would help it quiet down, but no, it didn't. I made sure that it's nice and full. I even put a little grease back there. But yeah, no, everything's still making the noise. I mean, it's still growling. Not sure what to do to get it to quiet down, but no one's complaining about it. No one's said anything, so I'm not going to really worry about it too much. I'm just going to continue to clean the game up and wipe it all down and finish getting it ready. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish cleaning it up and then move on. Oh yeah, one more thing. Please pay attention to that. You know, I did put some grease in there, but it did turn the game off. I may be a little on the wacky side, but I'm not that wacky. So turn the game off. Be safe. Put some grease in there, and you know, leave it up. But always make sure to be safe and turn the games off when you work on them. Don't do what I do. I'm sorry. I keep looking at it. I keep thinking, and I think it's the motor. I can see the shaft sort of wobbling kind of back and forth. Every once in a while I see it move. So I think it's the shaft on the actual motor itself. I don't think it's anything else. So maybe I'll order a new motor. This motor's been running for quite some time. I've never changed it, so why not? Order it, slap it in there, hopefully it stays quiet. Anyways, let's continue and finish cleaning this game. Alright, so we got this game done, so we're moving on to the next one. And this one, I know it's not a prize game because I was just doing prize games, but this one was just caught my eye because it's just very, very dusty, very dirty, the carpet here. So I'm just going to try and clean the carpet a little bit. I see some little balls up there, so I'm going to try and fish those out. And just clean it up a little bit. That's all. That's all I'm going to do to this one. Just a little cleanup. It doesn't look so bad, but I don't like dust inside the games. So let's just give it a quick clean and then walk away. Maybe organize the games a little bit. You know, let's do this. All right, so we got some PMs done. Clean this one up real quick. All these are done, minus that one. All my crane games here are done. So today's goal was just to get these crane games looking real nice. I think they look great. Nice and clean. Then you organize them so they're nice and straight. And then that's it. You can move on to the next PMs. We got so many PMs to do. So many games. So little time. Thanks for watching.